let's talk about the big one, the Covid Levy.
Yes.
So it was one of the big promises that the big three taxes will be scrapped, right? COVID Levy, E-Levy,
betting tax. Yes.
Betting tax, which is now a matter of rather ridiculous debate.
No, but for the MPP who are arguing that there was no betting tax, so when Bawumia promised that when he becomes president he will do away with betting tax, was he coming to do away with a zero non-existing tax?
Well, that's why I call it a ridiculous debate. But let's talk about the COVID levy. You see, the explanation given by the finance minister is that COVID levy is part of the VAT build-up, and there's a need to revamp the whole VAT. So the COVID levy will be dealt with as part of that. The question is, if VAT needs to be revamped, and many agree, what stops us from scrapping the COVID levy element and then still revamping what is
left? If you
left?
read the paragraph well in the budget statement, government is expecting an IMF team in the country early April. And part of the discussion and consultation with the IMF includes a review of VAT comprehensively, which will include the COVID. So when that discussion is over, we'll know when to introduce the bill in order that you deal with it. Even Get Fund, NHIL are all going to be affected by the major review of VAT. In fact, yesterday when I entered Parliament, the first person I walked to was Seth Tekpe, to ask him that, look, Minister, educate me more. I was talking to Seth Tekpe, look, this comprehensive review of VAT, what are we seeking to do? I think I was standing with George from the GRA, and then they explained to us. So it is not that it will not be honored. In any case, every bill, if you are seeking to revise any legislation on tax, you introduce a bill in Parliament. At the appropriate time, a bill will be introduced to deal with COVID levy.
But the fact that you need to revamp VAT didn't stop you from making announcements that affect Gift Fund or NHIL.
No,
so why is the COVID tax?
No, you see, you must be dealing with. When I entered here, one of the refreshing questions you asked me was mentioning a deficit. I think you called 56 billion or something deficit.
Billion,
Now, when you want to do away with a tax instrument, what is the alternative to fill in the gap? So a comprehensive review of that will take care of that.
I thought that to fill in the gap for removing these three big
you can
taxes,
express your disappointment that you thought that by today would have been announcing that we have delivered. COVID levy.
No, not just that.
You can. That's fair to you.
Not just that. I actually thought that the money had been found to cover that hole.
No,
but from the what's it called, GRA tax refund.
I mean, it's still part of consultations we're having with the IMF. Remember, the new Patriotic Party government kept telling the Ghanaian people that we would never go to IMF. Finally, they are there. You probably may have to renegotiate even the IMF in terms of its tenor.